How are we this morning? Very foggy out there today. What's it like where you are? Happy Monday. My God, Monday. 1 week left before school. We're all back tomorrow week. So I was telling the kids last night when they were going to bed, I was saying, oh my God, 1 more week of lie-ons, because mine get up at 9 o'clock every morning. So it leaves after saying to me there, when are we going to start getting them up at 7:30? It's like, oh my God, they're going to be like drowned rats. But one good thing is they're both getting the bus. I know, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. But they're very excited about getting the bus together. So Hannah hasn't been on the bus before, so she's very, very excited. And I think their cousins will be on the bus as well. Morning, Sheena, how are you? So yes, so we're into week 3 of our mirror work. Oh my God, amazing. Absolutely amazing. For those of you that have been following me since day 1, apparently today is the day where you give up. Not you though, not you. Not nobody here. But today is the day where you kind of say, no, this is just, I'm done now, you know. I have 2 weeks done, I did mighty, I leave it at that. So morning Marie, how are you? Yeah, that's what happens today. So, you know, you need to really make a decision today, really make a decision. And today is kind of a hard day, so it's forgiving your past. Yeah, you need to make this decision. But we will jump into that in a few minutes. Let's write our gratitude list first. Alrighty, so today is Monday, 24th of August. Today I am grateful for. Okay, so first one I always write down is Bob Proctor's Now That Everything in My Life is Moving in harmony with God's laws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And really feel the emotions attached to each gratitude, you know. Thank you, God, thank you, thank you. And if you can, write that down after each one. I'm so proud that we have engaged this far. I know, Sheena, like, it's unbelievable. 2 weeks in is just brilliant. And it has absolutely flown. And I've enjoyed it so much. So challenging, but I really, really have enjoyed it. And I hope you have too. And I hope you're all getting loads from it. And if you're watching the replay, tell somebody about this and tell them to go back and watch it. All the videos are saved on my YouTube channel, where you can go back over it and start from day 1. So it really, really is a very powerful exercise. Or if they want to just follow us on from here and see what it's like, just tell them to add me as a friend, and you can jump on whenever they want. Okay, so let's start writing a few more gratitudes, and then we will send the love. Okay. Okay, how's everybody getting on? Morning, Mary, how are you? That's perfect. So we'll write down a couple more gratitudes and then we will send the love. Okay, perfect. So for this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Or universe, whatever you want. Perfect. So if you want to write down a couple more at lunchtime, that would be amazing. Okay, so now we're going to send the love. So I'm going to grab an oil. I'm going to grab one that I literally just put down before I came on this call. It's called Salubel, and I use it throughout the day, every day, for lots of different reasons. First of all, it's amazing for skin and wrinkles, so I always put it along here, on the crow's feet and on my creases. But it's actually really, really high vibrational oil. So if you want to attract in more of what you want, if you know what you want, morning or rain, this is the oil to use. So use it on your third eye and also top of your head and also along the inside of your arm, because there's a meridian there that's attached to your heart, and also on the heart. So it's a really, really, oh, and it's so, so lovely. I'm going to have to put some on my hand now just to smell it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, so gorgeous. Let's see what emotionally wise. So it's the oil of spiritual insight. So it's exactly what we need. Essential oils have been used since antiquity to assist meditation practices, prayer and spiritual workshops. Salubel combines the power of high vibrational oils with grounding oils to assist the connection between spirit and body, heaven and earth. So the high vibrational oils in Salubel would be your rose, your helichrysum, myrrh, and then the grounding oils would be frankincense, sandalwood, lavender. So really, really gorgeous oils in this blend. So, so lovely. Oh, thank you. Morning coffee. Okay, so we're now going to send love to people that are bothering us. Okay, so if you can, if you know somebody that has done something to you in the past, that has hurt you in the past, or it could be something very, very recent. So just picture them standing in front of you, and a white light or whatever color light you want going from your heart to theirs and sending the love, and this way you're getting your energy back. They have some of your energy when you resent them or when you have hold anything towards anybody. It doesn't matter to them. They don't care. And when you do this exercise, they don't have to know about it. So today as well on mirror work is all about forgiveness. So it's really, really, forgiveness is so, so hard to do sometimes, but it's so, so powerful. You just feel so free and you stop thinking about that person and they're not worth your thoughts. So just, you know, let it go. And it really is so challenging, but just the more you do it, the easier it gets. If we all have people that we need to forgive, every single one of us. And it could be something so simple as your parents, you know, oh, they didn't advise you the right way or whatever. Like, we can't blame them. They you know, did the best they could with the knowledge and awareness that they had at the time. So we can't blame anybody, but it's up to us now to change it, you know. And we have those tools to do this now. And you know, we're doing this mirror work, we're doing gratitude, sending love, you know, and sending forgiveness, which is such a lovely, lovely thing to do. Okay, so we close our eyes and just do it for about 10 seconds. And picture that person standing in front of you, and then we do it for the second person, and then the third person will be ourselves. Alrighty. perfect. So when you're ready, move on to person number 2. Okay, perfect. And when you're ready, move on to yourself. So picture you standing in front of you, white light, going from your heart to yours and sending the love. Okay, perfect. So now we ask for guidance from the universe. So it could be something to do with your business. You just ask the universe for, ask a question, a good quality question to get a good quality answer. And this is all about following your intuition and helping you to tune in with, you know, the answers that are coming. So it could be a day or two when you get this answer. It could be today. We don't know. We just don't know. So you know, it could be something to do with your business. It could be something to do with your partner, your kids, your house, yourself. You know, it could be anything. Somebody you need to help today. So in a day or two, or even today, if somebody's face, somebody you know, and their face keeps coming into your mind, or their name, then you just pick up the phone and ring them and just act on it. And it's when we don't act is when we kind of let it go, and we're not really tuning in. So just act on it when that happens, and see what happens. You never know. You could help them or they could help you. You just don't know. Alrighty. So as same as before, close our eyes and you know, ask the question. And maybe you might want to do it again, maybe after this call, because you really need to be in that relaxed state. So after meditation is a lovely time to do it. But your body and your mind needs to be really relaxed, so the energy can flow freely, and these ideas and inspirations can come more freely. Okay. Okay, perfect. So these answers come from within. We all have the answers, we just don't realize it. And that's when they come to us, is when we're in that relaxed state. What was I going to say? Yes, so we'll move on to our mirror work. Perfect. So we're into week 3. Oh my God, it's just mad. Oh, nearly knocked everything. Okay, perfect. So today is forgiving yourself and those who have hurt you. So this is massive. This is very, very powerful. Like, we need to forgive. And this is what I do every single morning by sending love, and what you've started to do now as well. So I hope you've started to see something lifting. You know, when we have all these horrible feelings, horrible emotions towards somebody, it just consumes us sometimes. So today's lesson is about forgiveness, forgiving yourself and those who have hurt you, thus opening your heart to a new level of loving yourself. Okay, so you really need to make a decision today on whether you're going to keep going with this and whether or not. Because this can really open up a lot of doors, and it can help you to love yourself more. So for the past 2 weeks, you have worked on releasing many of the old beliefs that were blocking you. I know it wasn't an easy task. So give yourself time to celebrate your progress. How does it feel today to look in the mirror and feel so much lighter? Take a deep breath in. Now release this breath and say, I am letting go of my past and I feel great. Let's say that again. So deep breath in. I am letting go of my past and I feel great. So lovely. I'm going to say that so many times today. Forgiveness is a difficult area for all of us. We build up these blocks that bind us for many years. Take my hand and together Let's work on learning to forgive ourselves and those who have hurt us. You can do it. Forgiveness opens our hearts to self-love. If you have a problem with loving yourself, you can get stuck in an unforgiving state. Many of us carry grudges for years and years. We may feel self-righteous because of what somebody did to us. I call this being stuck in a prison of self-righteous resentment. We get to be right, but we never get to be happy. So true. Which is more important? You may disagree and say, but you don't know what the person did to me. It's unforgivable. And yeah, like it's totally true. I'm sure most of you, some of you are going to be saying that, but like, you know, you don't know what this person did. I cannot forgive this person. I was watching something, was it last week? And there was a lady on talking, and she's become like a #1 bestseller now. I actually can't even remember her name, but before I watched this, I hadn't heard of her, which is terrible. But she watched her. She was being picked up by her dad. Her parents were broken up. She was being picked up by her dad to go off for the day. She got a new dress. She was so excited. And when the dad came, instead of pulling his jacket out of the boot, he pulled a gun out and shot his mother in front of her. And she was just like obviously frozen. And he killed himself then. So she went through the rest of her life, obviously without her parents. She went through a lot, obviously a lot, but she came out the other end, and the first person she forgave was her dad, and she knew she had to do it, and it took a while, and she struggled, but if she didn't do it, she would have ended up probably on the side of the street, because she was heading that way. She'd been in and out of prison, and she was just gone down a terrible route, but the first person she forgave was her dad. My God, like, could you imagine having to forgive somebody that killed your mother? Like, just unbelievable. I can't even bear thinking about. But yeah, she very, very strong lady now, obviously, and you know, has really turned her life around. But yeah, not easy. So this is where this is coming from, something similar. You know, you may disagree and say, but you don't know what this person did to me. It's unforgivable. Being unwilling to forgive is a terrible thing to do to yourself. Bitterness is like swallowing a teaspoon of poison every day. Oh my God. Morning, Deirdre. Oh, that was so sad story, but amazing how she came through it. Is there a playback of Unsinkable Movie? Unsinkable Movie, that's it. I think if you just go to unsinkablemovie.com, you will get it. This is a movie. Bob Proctor is in it. Les Brown is in it. You know, a few really people that we really would know, but it's I think it's just replayed over and over when you go into the link. So when you go into the link, you can just put in your time that suits you. It was really, really good. It's about 90 minutes. It was so good. My God, I was glued to it. It was all these amazing people that are now amazing that have all gone through. Oh, Dr. Joe Dispenza's in it, and he was telling us how he fell off his bike. He was doing a triathlon, and he was going around a corner, and the guard was telling him, come on, you're fine. But the guard had his back towards the car that was coming behind him. So car hit him, and he broke his back, and I don't know, a few different places in his vertebrae. He needed surgery. He decided against the surgery because there's a high chance he was going to be paralysed either way. So he decided against surgery. So for 7 weeks, he laid in a bed in hospital, and he just, with his mind, so surreal, put his spine back together without thinking of anything else. So the first few weeks, he was saying, was very, very, very hard, because, you know, your mind is going to wander. Oh, geez, I'm never going to walk again. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But after a few weeks, he had mastered it and literally didn't think of anything else, only his spine and putting it back into place. And sure, we know Joe Dispenza now. He's perfect. He wouldn't think anything happened to him. It's just, I mean, it's just amazing. Amazing what our bodies can do and what our mind can do. So yeah, that was another one that was in it. He was very good, very good. So yeah, so Unsinkable Movie, if you want to look it up, or I can share, because Tom, my mentor's husband on Thinking into Results, he shared the link. So Deirdre, even if you just click on that link that Tom shared in our group, and I can share it on here as well if it's something you're interested in, you want to watch. Okay, so bitterness is like swallowing a teaspoon of poison every day. It accumulates and harms you. It's impossible to be healthy and free and keep yourself bound to the past. It's so true, because you're just stuck in the past. That's all it is, you're stuck. One of the biggest spiritual lessons you can learn is to understand that everyone is doing the best they can at any given moment. People can only do so much with the understanding, awareness and knowledge they have. Invariably, People who mistreat others were themselves mistreated in childhood. The greater the level of violence, the greater their inner pain and the more they may lash out. This is not to say that their behaviour is acceptable or excusable. However, for your own spiritual growth, you must be aware of their pain. The incident you are holding on to is over, perhaps long over. Let it go. Allow yourself to be free. Like when you think about it, you know, this incident could have happened decades ago. It could have happened hours ago, months ago, weeks ago, or decades ago. And like, you know, you're holding on to that for so long. To lock out of this prison, you have built and step into the sunshine of life. Or you need to lock out of this prison and step into the sunshine of life. Okay, so if the situation is continuing, then ask yourself why you think so little of yourself that you still put up with it. Why do you stay in such a situation? You have a choice. You can stay stuck and bitter, or you can do yourself a favour by willingly forgiving the past and letting it go, and then moving on to create a joyous, fulfilling life. You have the freedom to make your life anything you want it to be, because you have freedom of choice. The purpose of today's lesson is to help you raise your self-esteem to such a level that you will allow only loving experiences into your life. Please do not waste your time trying to get even. It will not work. What you give out always comes back to you. So drop the past and work on loving yourself now. Then you can have a wonderful future. One of the most valuable lessons I have learned is that when you do your forgiveness work, it's not necessary to go to the people involved and tell them that you forgive them. Sometimes you will want to do this, but you do not have to. The major work in forgiveness is done in your own heart and in front of your mirror, which is great, because sometimes that would be the last thing you would want to do, in fairness, and that would probably stop you from doing it. It would definitely stop some people from doing it. So remember, forgiveness is seldom for others. It is for you. Seldom for others, it is for you. Okay. So many people have told me that they have truly forgiven someone, and then a month or two later they've received a phone call or email from that person asking to be forgiven. There's this video that I watched on YouTube, and it's all about using your imagination to help you get what you want. And it's a Neville Goddard video, and there was a lady, he was just telling us a story about a lady on it, that she was a grandmother, and her daughter-in-law barred her literally from the house and stopped her from seeing her grandkids. So every single night, obviously she was very upset, but every single night she wrote a letter, and the letter was like, the way she wrote it was from her daughter-in-law, asking her or telling her how sorry she is, and you know, where has she been for, you know, for her kids, and you know, we miss you and all that, you know. So I don't know how long it took. I think it was either 2 weeks or 2 months. I actually can't remember because I haven't listened to the video in a while. But that so happened. Like she ended up getting a letter, and it's amazing what our minds can do. So yeah, it happened, and then she was back in her grandkids' life. So it is, you know, the possibilities are endless, and we've absolutely no idea what can happen. Okay, so this seems to happen more often after doing forgiveness exercises in front of the mirror. So as you do the mirror work exercises in today's lesson, let yourself experience your feelings deeply. Okay, so here's our affirmation. So get your journal, and we're on day 15. So it's a short one for today. As I forgive myself, it becomes easier to forgive others. Okay, again, as I forgive myself, it becomes easier to forgive others. And one more time. As I forgive myself, it becomes easier to forgive others. Perfect, that's lovely. As I forgive myself, it becomes easier to forgive others. That's so lovely. Okay, so your mirror work exercise today. I believe the most benefit from forgiveness work when you do it in front of the mirror is when you do it in front of the mirror. I suggest finding a mirror you can sit in front of comfortably. I like to use a long mirror on the back of my bedroom door. Give yourself time to do this exercise and you will probably want to repeat it often. Most of us have a lot of people to forgive. So I suppose have a think first of who you want to start with. Sit in front of your mirror and close your eyes. Breathe deeply several times. Feel yourself grounded on your chair. Think of the many people who have hurt you in your life. Let them pass through your mind. Now open your eyes and begin to talk to one of them out loud. Say something like, you hurt me deeply. I thought I would never get past this. However, I will not stay stuck in the past any longer. I am willing to forgive you. If you can't do that yet, just affirm, I am willing. Your willingness is all it takes to move towards forgiveness. Okay. Take a breath and then say to the person, I forgive you, I set you free. Breathe again and say, you are free, I am free. And I will post all this on this video. Notice how you feel. You may feel resistance or you may feel relief. If you feel resistance, just breathe and affirm, I am willing to release all resistance. I would say most people, depending on the size of the act or whatever that they did, most people is going to feel resistance because it's not going to just happen straight away. So I know for me, that's definitely, I'm like, you know, I knew I had to do this sending love to people that were bothering me because it was part of my thinking into results routine. But only for that, I would never be doing it. Never, ever be doing it. So, but I do see the benefits. You know, I don't even think about anybody I had to forgive. They don't even enter my head. I just focus on me now, my goals and the good things coming into my life. Okay, so if you do feel resistance, breathe and affirm, I am willing to release all resistance. As you continue to do this exercise today or another day, expand your list of people to forgive. Remember, forgiveness is not an event, it's a process. You may need to keep working on one person a little
800
longer,
hours.
each time going a little deeper into forgiveness. This may be a day when you can forgive several people. It may be a day when you can forgive only one. It doesn't matter. So it could take weeks, it could take a month, it could take longer, but that you could be just thinking about that one person, depending on what they did. But then all of a sudden you'll try to do it someday and you may not even see them, or you may realize, oh, there's absolutely no emotions attached to this person now, and you know then that you've forgiven them and you're free. Okay, so however you do this exercise, it's the right way for you. The universe and forgiveness see you're showing up. At times, forgiveness is like peeling away the layers of an onion. If there are too many layers, put the onion away for a day or so. You can always come back and peel another layer. Acknowledge yourself for even being willing to do this exercise. You are healing. So, your journaling exercise today, put on some soft music, something that will make you feel relaxed and peaceful. Now take your journal and a pen and let your mind drift. Go back to the past and think of all the things that you're angry with yourself about. Write them down. Write them all down. You may discover that you have never forgiven yourself for the humiliation of wetting your pants in the first grade, or what a long time to carry that burden. That's so funny. I suppose it's these little things that come into your head every now and again that you've done in the past and you're so mad at yourself for. Now take this list and write a positive affirmation for each item. If you wrote, I'll never forgive myself for whatever the incident was, then your affirmation could be, this is a new moment. I am free to let go. Remember that sometimes it's easier to forgive others than to forgive yourself. Often we demand perfection of ourselves and are harder on ourselves than on others. However, it's time to go beyond this old attitude. Forgive yourself, let it go. Give yourself the space to be spontaneous and free. And now put down your journal and go outside to a beach or a park or even to an empty lot and let yourself run. Don't jog, run, wild and free. Do somersaults, skip along the street and laugh while you're doing it. Yeah, that's mental. Take your inner child outdoors with you and have some fun. So what if someone sees you? This is for your freedom. Okay, so your heart thought for today, I can forgive. I am one with life and life loves me and supports me. Therefore, I claim for myself an open heart filled with love. We are all doing the best we can at any given moment. This is also true for me. The past is over and done. I am not my parents or their patterns of resentment. I am my own unique self and I choose to open my heart and allow love and compassion and understanding to flush out all memories of past and pain. I am free to be all that I can be. This is the truth of my being and I accept it as so. All is well in my life. Alrighty, so that's it for today. So massive, my God, very, very powerful one today. So will you do it? Is this something that you struggle with? If it is, let me know. And if you decide to do it, let me know. I think it's something that we all need to do, and there is, you know, to really complete this exercise, this 21 days, this is part of it, and it has to be done. So I think most of you are very willing to do this, and as I said, send it on to somebody that may need this help as well. You know, there's a lot of people that are holding a lot of negative emotions inside of them because of other people, and you know, it really is because of themselves, because they just won't let it go, and they may need that extra help, that extra push to let that go. So and feel free, and you really do feel free after it. So any struggles or anything, let me know, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. So lovely not to be here on my own. I really appreciate you all, I really, really do. And any questions, as always, you know where I am. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Enjoy your Monday. Alrighty, bye.